welcome to part 2 of Closet Cosplay 101. Today we're going to be going over budgeting, tricks, and tips for your closet cosplay and how to finally bring that beautiful costume together. If you joined us last time, I went over what closet cosplay is and also some really cool ideas and inspiration, but this time we're going to go a little bit deeper in how to bring it all together. So let's go ahead and get started. From our last session, I was doing a character breakdown of Rose Quartz, which is the character that I decided to be. And we went ahead and described the kind of things we would need for this cosplay, for which I didn't have any of it in my closet or my possession. So what we're going to be doing now is talking about what all you need to do to put it together when you have to spend money and some tips and tricks. So now it's down to your budget. So the first thing you need to ask yourself is, how much are you willing to spend? Will it cost more to piece it together than just buying it on the outfit online? And that's the big questions. So what you'll do, typically what I do when I start is I want to go ahead and compare and contrast. Is it going to be more expensive? So I did a general search of Rose Quartz online, and I got a variety of options on the shop. You can go to Google and just look it up that way. But we have a lot of options, some that are very nice, but they're $650, which is way out of my budget, and some that are smaller, like more just simple outfits, but they're still kind of pricey, $62, or they're just so flimsy and not the kind of look I want that it's not worth it. So I said, okay, I can do it better. My goal budget is to do less than $100 for a cosplay, but the target is trying to get to $40, and I know I could make it cheaper. And that is what you need to do to start to compare and contrast. So once you make that decision, it's time to shop. My favorite places to go first are always the thrift stores, and these are some of the better places: Goodwill, Salvation Army, Value Village. My personal favorite is Park Avenue Thrift. And there's many more. Also, I typically go to Amazon or Walmart because they have really good options that are within my price range. I got everything I need, most everything I needed, from Park Avenue Thrift. They have wonderful deal days where everything's less than $2 in the entire store. So I was able to buy the dress, this white dress, for $2, this pink dress that had 2 layers in it for $2, and this is what the dress looks like on its own without it being tucked in over the white dress, and it created that layer effect I was looking for. So that only cost $4 for this. And then I found a couple of prom dresses and cut out the petticoats, and I sewed them together because I wanted this dress to be kind of poofed up like the characters. And I found that it was pretty easy to just sew it all together and measure my waist and create this petticoat to fluff out my dress, and that only cost $4. So in total for the entire dress, I spent $8 at Park Avenue Thrift, which is perfect. Next, for the character, I had a Steven Universe, Mr. Universe shirt I needed, and as I compared online to just buy the shirt, it'd be rounded about $20 to get it, and I felt like I could make a better shirt that was more comfortable for me, cheaper. And the thing is, this is just a regular cotton t-shirt. If you've ever been to a convention, it can get hot and gross and sweaty and really uncomfortable really quick, and I just wanted to be comfortable, so I got a very light fabric, and I bought that type of shirt that was a little bit bigger, with more of a v-neck, and I bought some color vinyl. I cut out the letters, which did take some time and some patience, but I did it. I ironed on the vinyl to the shirt to create my Mr. Universe shirt, and I think it turned out great, and I only spent $8 for the entire shirt. Next, I did have to go to Amazon for my wig. I found these amazing long-haired curly costume wig, this pink wig, online for $11. So I bought 2 of them for $22 because she has a lot of hair, and I decided I would style it myself instead of buying the wig. There's a lot of people that do custom wigs and they can get really, really pricey. So I decided to take on the challenge to do my own wig. And I think it turned out really well. It came out very tangled. So I looked up some tutorials on Pinterest and Google and dipped my wig in a conditioner dish soap mix, brushed it out, let it air dry. I took a hair dryer and a brush and I dried it that way. I did not use an iron on because that would have melted the wig, and made it all straight. Put some curlers, some foam curlers in there, dunk it in some boiling water, let it sit, and it all came out super curly. And I doubled them up and it looked fantastic. I was really pleased how the way it turned out for only $22. And in total, by the end of this closet cosplay, I spent a total of $38, which was $2 under my goal budget. So I was really pleased with that, and I really loved my costume. This is a picture of all of us at Dragon Con, all the rose quartz, and this is me over here just being silly. And just even compared to some of the costumes, I felt like I did a really great job. And then this is a picture of me. I was pregnant at the time, so I had a little picture of me done, and I just really loved how it turned out. So that's the process I went through, and hopefully that gives you an insight on how to start your closet cosplay journey. Some tools and tips and tricks with closet cosplaying is, don't be afraid to use your imagination. Really, when you go and shop for something, especially a thrift store, you need to keep an open mind. Just because it doesn't exactly look like what you're wanting to put your costume together doesn't mean you can't transform it into that. So you need to just imagine that one article of clothing or that belt or those boots and just see what you can do to transform it or make it work. And don't get discouraged, because sometimes you might not find those items immediately. It might take a little bit of hunting, but I personally have a lot of fun doing that part, because the hunt is just really thrilling to me, and then I get really excited when I find the perfect thing to go with it. But just use your imagination, keep an open mind, and just remember to ask yourself, how can I make this work? Some really helpful tools, especially if you are not a sewing master, which I am not. So these are some very helpful tools to use. Hemming tape, which you can just put on the bottom of your fabric and just fold it over, and boom, it's hemmed. You don't have to use any sewing, anything. Hemming heat and bond, which is the same thing, but you can like iron it to seal, or you can use like a hair iron, which is what I usually do, to seal it together. Safety pins obviously are the best, and it's good to have some with you when you go to a con. Basic sewing kit, which is something that you can get at Dollar Tree. And also measuring tape. So going into it, these are just images of like, I would recommend must-haves, and these are really good things to have because you really don't know what you might need to do to alter your outfit, or to create, to make it come to life. So these are some of the other closet cosplays I have done, just to give you a little more insight of some of the cool things I've put together. I have been Jessie from Pokemon, which was completely made out of an entire outfit I found at a thrift store. I spent maybe less than $6 on it. I really pulled that off. I also did a hipster Starfire, which was based off of a fan artist I really love, and I had my friends cosplay with me as hipster Teen Titans. So we've got Raven, which my friend put together all by herself, and she looks amazing. Me, and I did paint myself orange with Party City paint, so that was fun experience, but no regrets. And then my fiance, who I dragged along and put a mask on, and he did his best to be Robin, and I think we all pulled it off. Grell from Black Butler, everything was bought at a thrift store except for the ribbon, which I did get at a craft store, and the glasses I bought at Dollar Tree. Poison Ivy, thrift store. The leggings, I bought at Party City, just tore them up. And then Same for Newt's Commander. I bought everything at a thrift store. I did look up some tutorials because I was trying to look like get that makeup down and trying to pin my hair up. It's kind of like a female version, and I think I did really well. And then I also have done a male Gara, which was all completely a thrift store. Ariel from The Little Mermaid, and Ygritte from Game of Thrones. Once again, everything from a thrift store except the boots. I did have those boots myself, and I did have that sheet myself and those shoes, so it all worked out. This is a current project that is in the works. I was helping a colleague put together a costume of Romeo from Romeo x Juliet, which is an anime. And as of right now, I don't have any update photos, but as you can see, we lucked out because the tunic was the most difficult part, and this so far only cost less than $5 for the tunic and the boots. Okay. And then these are just costumes I'm planning to do in the future. I really, really want to do Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon. My fiance has a glorious beard, so I'm going to make him be the adult version of Hiccup. And I have a little baby now, so I'm debating on dressing him up like a baby toothless dragon or just making him a little Viking. Haven't figured it out yet, but I am really determined to pull together the adult version of Astrid, which is going to be a challenge, but I'm really excited to take on. I'm also interested in doing Sansa from Game of Thrones. I have a lot of this stuff just stuffed up in my closet, fake furs that I bought at thrift stores, belts and loops and things. So I feel like I could pull it off. And then I want to do a female version of Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy. A few years back, I found this glorious coat, this like floor-length coat that is the leather, same color, gorgeous. $4. I found this thing and I was so excited. I had to buy it and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing with it yet, but I'm buying it. And then I figured out I wanted to do Yondu, so it will take some tweaking, but I'm excited to tackle this one as well, because that coat was just I just couldn't pass it up. So I'm excited to get these three on the table. Hopefully when things open back up, I can visit these at some of the conventions I'll be going to in the future. And that is it for Closet Cosplay 101, Part 2, Budgeting Tips and Tricks. Hopefully this gave you some inspiration. Hopefully it helps you figure out how to take your first steps to creating a closet cosplay. And my best advice is just to be imaginative, open your mind, don't get too stressed out, and the internet is your friend with looking up anything for inspiration. So thanks for joining me, and until next time, y'all have a wonderful Wednesday. Bye.